let's try Annie's out again. Hey y'all, it's April. Thanks for stopping by my crazy creative life. In today's video, I've got the April 2025 Annie's collection. If you all seen my March 2025, this is a new company that I wanted to try, and so I gave them a try last month, and I was actually surprised to find out whenever I opened it up. I guess I thought it was going to be like any other curated bead box, but it's not a bunch of beads that you can make. It's actually one project with everything that you need to make it, and it even included some tools. So I thought I would try them another time or two. I don't have any affiliation with them right now. And I'm trying to think. I'll have to go on here because honestly, I don't even remember now. I think it was by the time that you paid taxes and shipping, it was between $25 and $30 a month for this. I will put it right here whenever I go back and actually look at it again. I should have looked before I come on here and I just wasn't thinking. But anyway, I tried them last month, and if you haven't seen that video, go back. And I'll put it in the iCard here, and then I'll also leave it in the description box below and show you what I made. It was a real pretty long necklace. So this Annie's is a company that has a bunch of different curated projects that they send you out once a month, depending on what you like. There's a complete set for the jewelry, which is what we're doing. There is sewing, knitting. What else is there? I think there's painting, like little projects that you can complete, but we're going with the jewelry for now. So let's go ahead, and that's enough of that, I guess, intro. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what we've got for April 2025. That did not open the way it's supposed to, huh? There we go. Okay, so it always, oh, here's the price. Let me cover, making sure there's nothing else I need to cover up here. Okay, but there's the price. It's $22.99 plus $5.95 shipping, $1.74 sales tax, so it's a total of $30.68 a month. Okay. Oh, that's just a bunch of like coupons and different things. Ads, basically. All right, so this one, the title is Crimson. So it's garnet beads and hammered metal pendant create a unique set. And that's the actual set, what that girl is wearing. And it should be the earrings too. Last month it was a necklace and the earrings. So let's go ahead and break into this and get started. Now, again, their kit comes with everything that you need. It comes with the beads, the pendants, the jump rings, everything that you need, plus instructions. So if you are a brand new baby, oops, left one of the lights off. There's that better. But if you're like a brand new baby starting out on, I don't mean baby as derogatory, I just mean a brand new, you know, to be jewelry making, then this actually helps you to kind of get to know what you're doing. Oh, this month didn't come with tools. Aw. Okay. So this is what, not that I need the tools. I've got all kinds of tools. I was just actually excited, though, to think that I was going to get another thing of tools. But it looks like, okay, that's the total. So it's 2 necklaces and earrings. And then it tells you step by step how to make, you know, it talks about your links, your dangles, etc. And there's the earrings. Okay, so I'll go ahead and jump into this. I'm sitting here trying to debate. Well, I'll talk about that at the end. Now, last month's actually come with pliers, with round nose pliers that had like the clippers in it. Okay. Says you need a beading. Oh, it also comes with a bead mat. Yeah, I forgot about that. Where is my bead mat? So this is the bead mat from last month. And this was actually the tool from last month. It had the little cutter there and the round nose pliers. But I'm just going to use my own tools. Oh, I was sitting there fighting with that, and I've already took off the lid. Oh, gosh, it's going to be a day. All right. Well, I feel silly. So this is the faceted garnet. They're 7mm by 4mm. On the camera, they probably look black, but they're just a real deep garnet, deep red. So it says we need 40 A-links in one dangle for this. So the A-links are just your eye pins. That way it's got, and then we'll roll it down and make our other loop. But so we're going to make 40 of these. Now the dangle, let's see, it's actually made to put everything in there. I don't know why I just took everything out. So the dangle will be a round ball head pin. This is our hammered metal pendant. The big one is 25mm by 50mm. Then we've got 15mm by 30mm. I think there's 5. Yeah, there's 3 for the necklace. It's going to be like a layered necklace. But there's 3 for the necklace. And 2 for a pair of earrings. These are Jumprings. They do not say the size. I think they're about 4mm. They could be 5mm, but they're not real big. They're not real small either. There's our ear wires and the little backings are on there, and then a lobster clasp. And then finally, this is the chain. It says there's a chain extender that must be in there. Yeah, there's the chain extender right here. And then this, just this chain. Doesn't say what kind or how much they've given us. But there we go. Okay. So obviously we're going to have to separate the chain, because you see your links here with a little bit of chain, and then links here with a little bit of chain. Plus there's the extender. Might help if I'm not in here. Let me start that over. So there's our links with some of the chain. Another set of links with some chain. There's our extender chain, and then that's what's going to have the dangle, looks like, at the end of it, right there. So it doesn't look too hard. And it gets you practicing how to do your links. Okay, let's get going. Okay, some of these are bent. That's just the nature of the beast. So It's best if you have a pair of nylon jaw pliers, are these things right here, and then put it in your needle nose pliers or chain link pliers, and all you gotta do is squeeze and pull at the same time, and that straightens that out. See? Not a big deal. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on our links. So we're taking this eye pin, we're putting on our garnet, and it looks like these links, for the most part, are following. No, you've got one link here and one link's going that way, so that's the way we need to do this, okay? So we want the round part up like that, facing us. Bend over to do your 90-degree angle. And then we're going to take our cutters, and I like to go pretty far in, right about my nail. Sometimes I have to clip it a little further than that. Give her a good clip. And then we'll take her around those pliers. And just give it a good turn and come on around. Sometimes I go back in and go backwards, and that helps to give it that little hook look again. Because sometimes maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know, but sometimes as you're rolling down, you might lose that little hook. And so hopefully you can see, if we quit blurring here. Okay, we've got a link that is laying flat, and that one is going that way. So if you turn it, now it's flat, and that one's kind of pointing up. And then, yeah, there's a little bit of a gap in there, but that's okay. When we hook our links together, we'll fix that. Save your extra little bits here, because that is actually enough, probably more than enough, to make another link. You know, we might not need it for this project, but hey, we can have that for something to use later on down the road. So there we go. All right, let's go ahead and straighten this guy out. Just take your chain nose pliers and, nylon jaw pliers. Okay, put a little garnet on. Okay, I've got this level facing me. I'm going to bend it over. Clip it down. And then let's roll it. Let's open up our link. So you're just gonna, I've got it laying flat, and I'm bringing it, taking my wrist and doing that. Come on, clear up. And we're going to go up like that. And that opened it up. You don't want to go, if you're brand new, you don't want to come out like that. You want to go up and back. So then we're going to place our link on. Let's see. Place the bottom to the top, so meaning the bottom of the original eye pin, which is there, to the top, which is the loop that we cut and created ourselves. And then you're just going to grab a hold of it and go down in the reverse direction. And then when it's still opened a little bit, what I like to do is grab a hold of it and give it a wiggle. And as I'm kind of wiggling back and forth, I'm pressing in, and that closes it on off. And that's all we're going to do. Oh, I just knocked that off. What did I do here? I didn't close it good enough. I thought I did. All right, so it tells you right here we're going to need 10 links of set A, which is right there, what I just showed you. So you need 2 of those because we're going to do, there's the 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there's 10 more here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need 2 of those. Then you need a set of 7. Those 7 is going to go on this side and that side. And then 2 sets of 3, and they are going to be doing the connection down here. They're connecting all of our metal pendants together. So I'm just going to fast forward this for you all and put you on some music, and then I'll come back once we get our first 10 done. So the first 10 is done. So I'm going to set that to the side, and then we're going to come back and do 10 more. And that'll be, well, so what I will do is go ahead and jump ahead instead of making you watch me do that all over again, because it's the same thing over and over. Unless you prefer a little bit longer video and watch it over and over. If so, then let me know down in the comment section. But we're just going to do this all over again, and I'll be back whenever I have finished this set of 10. Okay, we've got the 2 strips of the 10. And I wanted to show you something. I don't know if this was an accident, because it doesn't really look like it in here. But can you see how that's smoothly round? And these are like, are faceted. You know, they've got like the cuts in them. So I know whenever I was doing these, it was like one of them was a little longer than the other. And I couldn't figure out why. Then I noticed that. So I'm putting that to the side. But even, I thought, well, maybe it's the dangle. But even the dangle looks like it's faceted. So I'm thinking it might have been an accident. But last month they gave us extra. So I'll wait to the end and see if we've got extra. And if we do, I'll just leave that for something else. All right. So next you're going to take 2 of the jump rings. And you're going to take your largest metal pendant. And so we'll go ahead and open up the jump ring. And you're going to connect the 2 ends. Hey, wait a minute. Hang on. I want to do this one first. So I'm going to connect the pendant. All right, we'll close it off. Okay, I think that's good now. All right, now I'm going to take this other jump ring. I figured it'd be easier to put that jump ring on first. And we're going to hook on a strand, the pendant, and a strand. And then we're going to close that off. Okay. And that gives you a Y. Then we're going to hook some chain to that, and then we'll have our second necklace coming down. So I'm going to put this to the side. We'll come back to that in a minute. I want to go ahead and get started on this area. So for this one down here, we need 2 sets of 3. And then for these two, we need 2 sets of 7. So let's go ahead and start getting those together. And it's just the same thing all over again, making the same little links. This is our first set of the 3. I will do another set of the 3 and then the 2 sets of 7, and I will come back. All right, I finally got the 2 sets of 7 and the 2 sets of 3. I pulled out 3 of my pendants, and at the moment, let's see, I'm pulling out 3 jump rings. So let's go ahead and, wait, Benji. Let's go ahead and put our jump rings on our pendants. Okay, it looks like they've took okay, so we're going to open up the jump ring. We're going to put on one of the 3s, one of the pendants, and then the 7. Okay, we're going to close that up. Okay. We're going to do that again. So we're taking, ooh, let me close that down a little bit. Okay. So we're taking a 3, a pendant, and a 7. And close that up. Okay, so that's going to be in that direction. Then we're going to take another jump ring. Open it. Okay, we're going to connect this bottom of the 3 pendant and the bottom of the other 3. And it should look, if I've done it right, it should look like that. Yeah. All right, now we're just going to attach our chains to this and this. So we're getting pretty close to being done with it. Okay, I just noticed right, where was it? Right here. No, where was it, April? Just now seen it. Oh, chain A, which is this one, it's 4.5 inches, and chain B, which is this one, is 8 inches. So let's go ahead and cut that out. So we've got 4 1/4. I think I said 4.5. It's 4 1/4. So 4. Is that it? 4 1/4, which is 11 centimeters. Okay. Okay, that helped me get a little bit more accurate measurement. So now we're going to do the same thing to get 8 inches. And we need 2 of those, which is 21 centimeters, I think. Okay, these are not hooked to a jump ring. They are hooked right into this, so you just, you know, pull it up like you do with the jump ring. Put a little chain on. Okay. Close it down. Okay, so there's one side. Now we'll do that to the other side. Do the same thing for the little one. Yep. Now this other end. Okay, and then we're going to go up here and connect them all together, looks like. So is it just one jump ring? 2 jump rings. Okay. So let's grab our jump ring and open it. There it is. Okay, so we are hooking the one side of the 8-inch strand, the long side, the big side, and get in there. Well, come on. Okay. Well, that was being so contrary. And then the small one. Whew, finally got both sides in. Okay, so we'll close it off. We're going to do that over here. See, that's the big one. It's a very tight squeeze on there. Okay, there's that one. And then need to come on the opposite side with that shorter chain. Well, that one went on easy. Close that off. Okay, so it's got the 2 chains together like that. Okay, then okay, well, I had these open. I should have went ahead and put on my other stuff, but go back to the jump rings that's on the attached to the chains and open it. And then on this side, I'm putting my lobster clasp. Close it back off. On the other side, we're going to open it back up. Put the extender chain on and close it back off. Well, April. Okay. And then that just hooks either to the extender chain or right in the jump ring, however you want it. Depends on where you want to wear it at, I guess. And, uh-oh, what to do here? Shoot. Where am I at? It come off on me right there. Where the heck did it come off at? Okay, so now that's made. We're going to take the ball head pin and put on one of our beads and make our loop just like we made here. So bend it over. And you're going to put it at the end of that extender chain. It goes on just like that. Alright, so this is our necklace. Quickly, these are the earrings. Very simple. You've got our last 2 pendants, the smaller ones. And we'll open up our jump ring, Put on the pendant. Put on the pendant. And an ear wire. Close it off. That's it. Simple as that. Now, if you wanted to, there's more of these gemstones left over, so you could, you know, play around with it and put some of that on if you wanted to change up the look a little bit. That's what we've got left over. All right, so I'm starting to run out of storage again. This is pretty much the end of this video. I will show you pictures, obviously, at the end, like I always do. Let me know what y'all think. I wanted to give them, you know, another try or two to see what I thought. I mean, this set's pretty, but in all honesty, I don't know if it's worth $30. I know last month I had a sweet lady. She said she didn't think it was worth the $30. And, oh, well. And I'm starting to think, too, I don't know, when you look at it, the entire picture, because this didn't even come with tools this time. But you've got, I mean, that is a pretty set of earrings. And I'll show you pictures, but this is our necklace. And I guess if you want to think of it as, okay, it's sort of teaching a class, because it does kind of teach you how to, and I think they have a video, an instructional video on everything that they sell. But I mean, it's pretty, but I'm just debating, is it really truly worth 30 bucks? Because in all honesty, that's what we're paying after taxes and everything. I might go one more month. I might see what we come up with next month and then go from there. But I kind of have a feeling that I'm not going to stick with them very much longer. But I wanted to give them a fair shot, you know. And for some people, it might be completely worth the $30 because it's teaching you how to make your jewelry. Some it may not. So it really is up to you. But anyway, again, this is Annie's. This is the Crimson. And I don't have any kind of affiliation with them. So, you know, it's up to you if you want to go and check them out. But there it is. And I will do some pictures at the end. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your evening. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. This video, you may want to check out my previous video or my previous series. Talk to you soon.